Welcome to this essential tutorial on Tally, one of the most widely used and powerful accounting software solutions. This tutorial is specifically designed to guide students through the fundamental first steps of using Tally for their accounting studies and practice. And by the end of this session, you will know exactly how to create a company, how to create ledger accounts, and how to save your work. You are appointed as the accountant of Greenline Enterprises Limited. The company started the operations on 1st January 2025. These are the company details. Address, Plot 12, Nkrumah Road, Kampala. Financial year begins 1st January 2025. Books begin from 1st January 2025. Maintain accounts with no inventory. So we have a simple exercise here where we are going to create these ledger accounts and then we enter the opening balances for all the accounts we have. So what do? We need to create a company. We need to create a company first. So this is your Tally software. Company information. We want to create a company. So create a company. Let's create one. Directory. Now when it comes to directory, this is where your work, this is where you find the work. This is the source of your work. So you'll find it in the local disk, in a folder Tally, but in the Tally folder you'll find the data. Okay. So let me just add something here. Let me call it ledgers. Let me just add ledgers. So I'll go in that folder, local disk, Tally data, then you'll find the folder with the name ledgers. That's where you're going to find your work. So name, what's the name of this company we are creating? The name of the company is this is Greenline Enterprises. Greenline Enterprises. The mailing name, the address. What's the address of this company? The address of the company is Plot 12 Nkrumah Road, Kampala. Plot 12 Nkrumah Road, Kampala. Plot 12 Nkrumah Road, Kampala. That's the address. Statutory compliance for, that's none. List of countries, we select none. Email, we don't have. The currency, let's use UGX. Account with inventory, they said only accounts with no inventory. Financial year, that's 1st Jan 2025 according to the information we have. I'll not put passwords. UGX, that's base currency information, base currency symbol UGX. Formal name for Uganda shillings. Number of decimal places. The rest I can leave them the way they are. Yes. So this company is being created. I want to show you how to create ledger accounts and then how to confirm that your work has been saved. How to confirm that your work has been saved. Okay, so this is the company name, Greenline Enterprises. Now we want to create these ledger accounts one by one. We have different ledger accounts which we have to create. the ledger names, and then the appropriate groups, and then the opening balances. Now, how do you create a ledger account? Now, a ledger, that is the actual account head to which you identify the transaction. Of course, you pass all the accounting voucher entries using ledgers. So how do we create these ledgers, the ledger accounts? So you will select accounts information or accounts info from the gateway of Tally. This is the gateway of Tally. So under masters, select accounts info. Then select ledgers from accounts info. Select ledgers from accounts info. Now accounts info, you select ledgers because we want to create ledger accounts. Then select create from the single ledger. The normal users would work with the single ledger. So we are going to see how to create account under the single ledger. So single ledger, create. So now we can create the different accounts as per the information given. The first account is proprietor's capital account. So you create that very first. Proprietor capital account. Proprietor capital account. Proprietor capital account. Now, in accounting, of course, as you're entering the amounts, these amounts for the different transactions will be entered into an account. But any account you create must belong to one of the various groups of accounts, as we are going to see. So, proprietor's account, in this scenario, you're given the group which it belongs, but sometimes the groups may not be given. So you have to know the examples of accounts that fall under that falls under each group. So proprietor's capital account, that is a capital account, no mailing details, but you have an opening balance. How much is the opening balance? The opening balance is 25,000. So you enter the 25,000. Capital account has a normal credit balance brought down, so you see credit on this amount down there to just come automatically. Then accept. The other account we are to create, that's land and buildings, that's a fixed asset. Land and buildings. The group, that is a fixed asset, where you record assets of a permanent nature. No mailing details. How much is the opening balance for the fixed assets, land and buildings? That is 60,000. 60,000 debit balance. Next is lifestyle shopping store. This is a sundry data. Lifestyle shopping store. Lifestyle shopping store. Lifestyle shopping store. This is the sundry data. Sundry data. Sundry data. Sundry data, of course, it holds accounts of customers. All parties from credit sales are made. You will put them under the sundry data. So sundry data is the account. Maintain balance bill by bill. If maintain balance bill by bill, then you can say yes. But if I don't wish to do that, then you can still say no. So we can say yes. Then mailing details, we don't have the mailing details for this sundry data. Tax information you don't have. Then you can enter the opening balance. This is an asset. The balance will be on the debit. This is 15,000. 15,000 debit. Bill-wise breakup of lifestyle shopping store. Date Okay, that's the opening balance from the previous year, because we are starting on 1st Jan 2025 and we have some opening balances. Let's just accept. The next account we have is a XYZ Jewel Shop. It's a sundry creditor, 85,000. XYZ sundry shop, Jewel Shop. This is the sundry creditors. That is the group, appropriate group. Maintain balances bill by bill. Default credit period. Let's ignore these. How much is the opening balance? The opening balance for XYZ is at 85,000. So enter 85,000 credit. Accept, then move to the next account. That is local purchases. The group is purchases account. Local purchases. The group is purchases account. That is the appropriate group account. Balance, we don't have an opening balance for this. So move straight to the local sales, enter, accept, then local sales. Local sales, this is a sales account. Opening balance, no opening balance, accept, move to the next, that is State Bank of India. Bank account, State Bank, State Bank of India. This is the bank account. Bank account. Effective date for reconciliation, you can say 1st Jan 2025. Details, mailing details don't have. But how much is the balance? The balance is 35,000. 35,000. Which other account? We have rent received, indirect income. Rent received. Rent received, this is under indirect incomes. Rent received. Opening balance, don't have opening balance. Then you have part sales account. Next account is part sales. The group is sales account. No opening balances. So the accounts have been created. So you can escape, and then we go back to the gateway of Tally, where we have masters, transactions, import, reports. So I've created all my accounts. If you want to have a look at the accounts you've created, still you go back to accounts info, then ledgers, then you can display the single ledger accounts you have created. These are the accounts which we have created, as you can see. Okay, so to go back, still I will use the escape button, then we go back to the gateway of Tally. If you want to have a look at the balance sheet, still you can have a look at the balance sheet for the accounts that we have entered with the opening balances. This is our balance sheet. You have assets as well as liabilities. You have assets as well as liabilities, the fixed assets, the current assets, where you have your sundry debtors, cash in hand, then bank accounts, then capital, the loans, liabilities, current liabilities. So this is what we have so far. That is what we have so far. That is our balance sheet. That is our balance. That's our balance sheet. So I will escape. You have display. That is in case you want to have a look at the trial balance. So the display menu, you have the trial, you have the trial balance. So this is what we have entered so far. But I want something detailed. This is condensed. So click on F1 condensed. You will see the detailed trial balance. Capital, that is 25. Current liabilities, we have sundry creditors with 85. Then under the fixed assets, you have land, which is 60. Then you have the current assets, which is 50. That is the 15, and then the 35,000. So that is your simple trial balance. Members, we have entered our balances. We have entered our balances for the different accounts that have been created. So I'm going to close this company. I'm going to shut the company. Going to shut the company, then I'll quit. I'll quit. Now, normally you will be required to save your work in folders. So create a folder. You can use your student name. I'll show you my student name is my student number is 200 2000. Let me use that as my folder. Now I can open this folder. You see there is nothing. There is no work here in this folder, but I want to save my work in this folder. So you go to local disk. You go to local disk, then tally. But remember, as I was saving my work in the directory, I used ledgers. Okay, I used what? I used ledgers. So my work is here in this folder, data ledger. So this is where my work is. So you rename the folder depending or accordingly. So I'll copy this folder. This very folder is what you copy. It's what you copy. Then you will paste it in the other empty folder with your student number or your registration number and so on. So that is the folder. So this is where your work is. Okay. Now if you want to open this one, I'll still copy the entire folder. I'll copy the entire folder. Then I'll come to my Tally software here. Then I paste. That work will open, and this is your Green Line Enterprises. If you want to have a look at the accounts we created, we can see everything. The ledger accounts, you will find them there. These are the accounts which we have created, so I can now access each and every information about that company. So that's how you will save your work. That's how you save your work. I can repeat the procedures. Repeat the procedures. Let me remove this folder. This is your desk. This is your folder which you will create where your work will be saved. I've told you you'll find that work in the local disk. Local disk. Tally. I saved that work I saved it in the Tally folder, data, but I added ledgers. So this is my work. You copy this work, this folder, the entire folder, just copy the entire folder, then you paste it in the folder where you're going to save all your work. So this is the folder. So this is your work, and you've pasted it in that folder. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. In case you have questions, feel free. You can share them in the comment section. Bye-bye.